up? This is Joe Rogan, and you are watching MMA Ring Report. But you already knew that, right? Yes, you did. You're so smart.
You've been involved in the sport for a long time. Has the sport peaked? Is there room for the UFC and mixed martial arts to grow?
I think it could be the biggest sport in the world. It translates, perfectly to every single language and every single culture, pretty much. There's always young men who enjoy watching fighting, I mean, even in conservative cultures, you're going to have a big audience for something like this all over the world. I think it could be bigger than soccer. I think it could be bigger than any other sport in the world. I think it's the most... by far it's the most exciting, the most visceral, you feel the most connected to the action, It's like, you watch a great fight and you watch two guys battle it out at the end, they hug and they say great fight, you're like, god damn, makes everybody feel good, like, god damn, that was fucking badass. And you watch the replay and, oh man, a good fight is the most entertaining thing you could probably ever see in sports. I mean, I don't see how anything else even comes close. I mean, a fucking final basketball that wins the world championships, who cares? It's just a ball going into a net. At the end of the day, that's really all it is. The only reason why it's exciting is because we've placed all this artificial significance on that ball going in the net. Can he make it? Yes, he made it. But in reality, it's just a ball going in the net. It doesn't mean anything. It always means something when somebody chokes you unconscious. That always means something. That guy just killed that guy, and he let go. But, I mean, that's really what he did. He just killed him with his bare hands. He got his back, and he squoze his neck until he died. I mean, that's crazy. That's always going to be exciting,
Do you have any final thoughts for the Joe Rogan and the mixed martial arts fans out there in closing?
I thank you for all your emails and all your kind words and all the cool posts on the message boards. And I go if you see me posting anywhere other than my own message board or MMA.tv, now mixedmartialarts.com. Those are really the only two forums that I post at, and one pool forum, azbilliards.com, because I play pool. But it's a cool forum, and the internet is a cool place. It's nice that you can communicate with people, like fellow fans, and most of the time I deal with really cool people. I mean, that's one of the unusual things about the internet, is even though people can say whatever they want, they can be douchebags, they can they're anonymous, they're hiding behind some wacky screen name. For the most part, most of the people that I come across are very cool. And I think mixed martial arts fans in general, I think people who practice mixed martial arts, people who practice martial arts in general, I think have a better control of their ego. They tend to be friendlier. They tend to be more well-balanced people. They tend to be people who get all their frustrations and all their stress out in the gym more than other people. And they get their ego checked all the time. If you get good at anything, whether it's, judo or kickboxing or anything, anything you get good at, man, that's going to check your ego. You got to really learn what you're good at, what you're bad at. You got to be able to objectively assess your abilities, and that translates to other aspects of your life. When you get good at, something like judo or jiu-jitsu or kickboxing, that makes that can translate into you as a human being too. I mean, I think they all feed off of each other. And when you really learn how to check your ego and develop it in martial art, I think it helps you tremendously as a human being.
We really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Thanks for having me on, man.